In the crowded streets of an Indian city, a homeless dog named Sita paced anxiously, her eyes fixed on her injured puppy lying in the middle of the road. The pup, barely a few weeks old, had been hit by a car, and its tiny body was battered and bruised. Sita's heart raced with fear and helplessness. She knew her baby needed help, but there was nothing she could do on her own. With desperation rising inside her, Sita stopped in the middle of the road and began barking loudly, her voice filled with anxiety. People glanced around, confused by her frantic calls. She barked again, louder this time, pacing back and forth. Her eyes begged for someone to understand. A passerby, a man carrying a briefcase, stopped and approached cautiously. He followed Sita's frantic movements, and when he saw the puppy lying there, a pitiful whimper escaping its lips, his heart sank. Without hesitation, he pulled out his phone and called for animal rescue help. Moments later, a van arrived, and 2 volunteers jumped out, their hands ready to assist. Sita stepped aside, her body tense but trusting, as if she knew exactly what they were there to do. She didn't bark or growl, she simply watched, her eyes never leaving her baby. The volunteers gently lifted the puppy, who let out a soft howl, his body trembling in pain. Sita, with her protective instincts, stayed close but didn't interfere. She stepped back just enough to let them work. She watched intently as the volunteers carried her baby away from the dangerous street and began cleaning his wounds. The puppy whimpered, but Sita remained silent, her gaze fixed on the rescuers, as though pleading for them to make it right. The volunteers worked quickly, washing the wounds with careful hands, applying medicine, and wrapping the small legs with bandages. When they were finished, they offered the puppy some food, and after a few minutes, the puppy's pain seemed to ease. His whimpers became softer, his body no longer stiff with agony. The mother dog's tail wagged slowly, a soft, relieved motion. She stepped closer, nuzzling her baby gently, as if to reassure him that everything would be okay. Over the next few days, the puppy's condition improved rapidly. At first, he limped slightly as he tried to walk, but each step grew steadier. As his wounds healed, his movements became more confident, and the once frightened little pup began to play again. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.